It's now time for me to take my 2011 Audi TTS Black Edition around to the paint shops to see who can do me a good deal on painting up this bonnet, bumper, wing, a little bit of work that needs doing around the car as well. So I'm looking for a paint shop that can do a good job at a good price on my Audi TTS, and I also want one that will let me film just so I can get the whole experience of getting this car completed. So to that end, I've got 4 body shops who are local to me in mind, so let's go out and pay them a visit and just see what they can do. And also stay tuned to the end where we'll do a full cost breakdown of this build. Has it been worth it? Let's wait and see. And here's my first place, Autolux Body and Paint, which is just behind this Toyota franchise here, so that's interesting. So I'm not going to record this because obviously they probably won't like me recording, but let's go see them and see if they can give me a quote on this car.
20 minutes later.
So that's it, that's the first quote, that was Autolux. Now I'm going to summarise all these quotes and what they said about it at the end. Let's move on to the next one. And here we are at the next one, so this is Taylor's Vehicle Body and Repair Centre. Let's go and have a word with these guys.
A few moments later.
Right, so Taylor's is out then, because when I walked in there, they wanted £20 to even give me a quote. £40 if it was going to be through insurance. I'm like, what? That's one way of losing business, is it? And the receptionist in there said, they all do it nowadays. I'm like, no, I've just come from another one that didn't. So I thought, right, forget that one then. So I'm not paying £20 when I've not a clue if they're going to be anywhere near what I'm looking at paying. Let's move on to the next one. And this is our third stop. This is Paintwork Express. Let's go and have a word with these guys.
20 minutes later.
So that was Paintwork Express, and yeah, Marcus there was an amazing guy, so he's going to give me a quote, like, so he's got to sit down and work it all on his computer. So again, I'll summarise all these at the end, so let's go on to the next one. And this is the last one of the 4 that I'm looking at today, and let's go and have a look and see what Paintwork Solutions can do for me.
20 minutes later.
Right, so that one's a no-go, because all he does is like, I think he does a bit of PDR and a bit paintless dent removal and a bit of scratch sort of fixing, so he doesn't do like full body big job. So he's recommended me a place to go where he sends the bigger jobs to, and that's Prestige Auto Care. So let's go see what they can offer. Right, so we are at Prestige Auto Care, so let's go have a word with these guys and just see what these can do for me. Getting sick of driving round now, so this is going to be my last one.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so we've got that quote. So let's get back to the garage, and what we'll do, we'll have a look at all the quotes and we'll go through them and just see which one that I'm going to choose. Right, now that I've got all the information together, let's just fill you in on what happened where. So first went to Autolux, and were they recommended to me? No, they was not. So that was just one that I'd found locally. Now, do they charge to give me a quote? Well, no they don't, so they'll give me a free quote with no obligation. Are they able to do the job? Well, yes they are. They had a good setup, so I've no worries with whether they're capable or not. Able to start within a week? And yes, they are again. Now, will they allow filming? Yes, absolutely no problem, they said. And their quote? Well, their quote came out at £2,500. We then went to Taylor's, which was actually recommended to me by a friend. And do they cost for a quote? Well, yes they do. They wanted to charge me £20 just to give me a quote. Now, you know what? I never even bothered doing the rest of the things here. So I didn't even ask them whether they're able to do the job or be able to start within a week and whether they allow filming. So that one is absolutely no. Next went to Paintwork Express. Now, have these been recommended? Yes, they have been recommended by another friend of mine. Cost for the quote. Did they charge me for a quote? No, they did not. Now, are they able to do the job? And yes, again, because they had a really good setup at this place as well. Can they start within a week? Yes, they can. And do they allow filming? Well, they really was keen on getting some exposure for their business, so that's a big definite yes. Now, their quote came out at £2,000. So we moved on to Paintwork Solution, and was this recommended to me? Well, yes it was. I saw this on Facebook and there's a lot of recommendations there, so I'm going to say yes. Cost for a quote? Well, no, there was no cost for the quote. But were they able to do the job? No, they weren't, because this company only really does scratches and smart repairs on dents and things, so they were not able to. So therefore, we didn't get any further with asking them the next questions, and we didn't even bother getting a quote either. So on to the last one. So this was Prestige Auto Care. Were they recommended? Well, yes, they were recommended by Paintwork Solutions, the last one I visited. Cost for a quote? Well, no, they give me a free quote. Are they able to do the job? Well, yes. Look like they were. I never got a tour around, so I'm saying yes. Able to start within a week? Well, yes, they said they were. Allow filming? Well, yes, they would do that as well. And their quote, well, it was very similar to the first one at 2,500. And after careful consideration of all those facts and details, I finally made my decision. So let's get to the body shop that I have chosen. And this, ladies and gents, is my body shop of choice, Paintwork Express. Now, to be honest with you, I've actually used these guys before when I brought in my Porsche 911, and they did the front bumper and did a great job. So they were the cheapest, and I think they're going to be the best for me. So let's go in and let's go see them. Marcus, who owns Paintwork Express. Nice to meet you, Marcus.
Nice to meet you too, buddy.
So have you been here then? Because I think I came here a few years ago. Didn't I?
Yeah,
So,
we've had it a while. We've had it over 18 years now.
18?
Myself personally, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Had some family who had it before me as well for a few more years. So I'm
in the
just
same place?
Yeah, I'm the same place.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
it's been born out of a few different businesses, but yeah, there's something on the site. Been repairing cars for over 25 years now.
Brilliant, yeah, that's good. I'd like to hear that.
Yeah.
Been in business that long,
Yeah.
you must be good at what you do.
Yeah,
right,
we are.
So give us a little tour around then, show us what you're
Absolutely,
doing.
yeah,
Right,
no problem at
cool,
all.
right.
This is the MET.
What's that mean?
Panel shop,
MET?
mechanical, electrical and technical.
Ah, okay, right,
That's the technician there.
right.
He does most of the fit and stripping and some light mechanical. We don't do a lot of mechanical, but some mechanical.
Okay, all right, so this is where you have to prep it or get it all stripped down, yeah?
This is where the cars kind of get stripped out.
Ah, nice.
You've got a Porsche Macan at the moment.
Yeah,
New back bumper, repair on the door, repair on the arch.
right.
Just being stripped, ready to go.
Do you have a rate quarter then or something? No.
No, we're just
Oh.
stripping for paint. It's insurance, you see.
going right into
we have to meet the insurance
Mm.
stipulations on the paintwork.
Oh,
So everything has to be done to a certain standard. Yeah, we've got another one in here. Again, it's had a corner knock. We've got a bit of repair on the quarter panel. Just light stuff really, and new back bumper, a new light. Again, we've come to
It's the amount of strip down, isn't it?
it's the strip which does take a long time,
Yeah,
but
course.
it has to be done to meet the insurance standards on a lot of vehicles we do.
Right, so what's this place, Marcus?
So this is the spray booth.
Ah,
This is
tells
where
me on the door.
magic happens.
Right. Ah.
So yeah, this is where the car comes in. This is the mix room.
Oh,
We've just
wow.
invested in an automated moonwalk mixing system.
Yeah,
It's only had a couple of months, so we're still getting to grips, but it's been a bit of a good bit of kit, really. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
So this is
There's some work going on.
yeah, I think it's finished now.
Okay.
Painted it, but
Whoa.
nice and
Woo.
thirsty here.
About 300 degrees in here.
Jeez. So this is the oven. Got an oven for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And it bakes the products.
Okay, yeah.
Fully cures the products in a low bake environment.
Yeah.
Obviously filtrates all the nasties and make sure it's all meeting safety preparation there.
Okay.
Come around here. Comes in here after it's been stripped and panelled. Comes in here for primer.
Oh, okay.
Obviously it's got like a smart primer there, so it's all
So it's pre-paint, obviously, yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
And then it gets fully prepared for paintwork in the boom.
Okay.
This is what we've got at the moment.
Yeah.
We've got a wheel to do as well. Fully stripped, ready to go. There's another one on the conveyor belt. And over here we've just expanded into the unit so we can finish the cars. Well, we're pre-cleaning, post-clean, valet, machine polish.
And this is where my car is going to turn out to be pristine after these guys have dealt with it. So let's skip forward now to the next day when these guys are going to start working on my car.
The next day.
So I just got the call 1 hour ago from Marcus to say, come down because we're starting your car. And I've just got here and I've got loads of it done. Let me just show you what they've actually done. So within no time, the front bumper is now removed. It's now on here and they are looking at it and getting it all prepped, ready for paint. What they have noticed is some previous damage on the bonnet here. So they're going to have to repair this. It's got a little split in it. And I don't know, they've put loads of filler and stuff in here to actually fix a previous bit of damage. So that was unexpected. Checking the damage that was on the door, they've actually now pulled and filled this, so this is going to be ready for prepping for paint. And I've also managed to pull out the dent that was here and they're getting this ready for paint. And of course, around the back of the rear bumper, a little dent head in there. So whilst the car's in that unit over there getting prepped, the bumper is being moved into this unit so it can also get prepped ready for the paint booth. So I've just got the call from Marcus to come back down to Paintwork Express because they've just got the car in primer and it's just about ready to go into the spray booth. Check this out. So the bonnet and the bumper are in the spray booth as we speak. Guys in there now, we're just putting the last coat of lacquer on. I've got a time-lapse camera on so we're able to sort of see him doing that. But yeah, check these out. He let me in just before he's doing the lacquer. Check this out. Yeah, they're looking absolutely amazing. So nice finish the lacquer on the bumper and the bonnet. So we're now going to let those cure and apparently we'll get them out of there shortly. I'm going to get the car in and then we're going to continue on painting that. The car's now in the booth for the rest of the masking up and then the painting can begin.
So the good thing about this system is that whenever you do a job, and if you need some more paint for it, we always leave it on the system for years. This is the amount of paint what we use in your job.
Okay, yep.
These are the tinters, as they call them. What we do is we'll just leave them on there if we need any extra paint. So what we do is we go onto this system.
Right.
Obviously we'll put in just a reference of what your car is. And then what we do is we find out we've got LC in our name, so that's what the colour of your car is.
Okay.
Then what we do is we're just doing about mixing more paint for it. So obviously I'm going to be painting the full side of your car from the wing to the door to the quarter panel.
Yep.
To blend it all in for what Sean's painted. So I'm going to probably need the same amount, probably about a cupful, I'd probably say. Right. So then what we do is we tell you what tinters, what we've got and everything else. The good thing about it is that what we do is we've got these like little stickers. Every job we do comes up with a sticker of what colour name it is, and we can reference it back to what it is and all the other stuff, and go from there.
Clever.
And then obviously we just print the label.
Right.
Goes to this machine.
Okay.
Just pull it off. Stick it onto there, so then if we need any touch-up paint or anything like that, we can just go to it. Oh, this is the colour, we need that.
Right, brilliant.
So then the next step we do is...
So because you've already done it once, these are the right paints in place ready for this colour?
Yes.
This machine will tell you which ones you need to shove in the rack?
Yes.
Does it tell you which position to shove in the rack? Or?
No, that's the good thing about it. So what you can do is, what I'll show you as well, when you go into the mix session, it'll tell you how much we want in and a reduction. So what we do is, because it's a water-based paint, we add water afterwards.
Okay.
So then this will tell us that it's already on the rack in the middle, so it'll tell you all of this.
Brilliant.
So the good thing is as well, so I could suddenly think, I've got a model and then I'll put this one on.
Yeah.
And then I might think, oh, I missed it and put this one in.
Yeah.
Then what I'll do is, the good thing about this is, you click dispense, put this just on there.
Yeah.
And it'll tell us to put the machine back into online mode.
All right.
We'll click this into place, and then you start it. So what it'll do is, it'll scan every single one
Gotcha.
if you've got them all. And
Ah,
it'll tell you
look at
if
this.
it's got a low level or you might need to replace them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, low level. Yeah, you got some now.
And then that's how it mixes it.
So now it's mixing now. Yeah. So can you just ignoring those
Yeah.
extra ones you put on?
Yeah. It's quite clever. You could fill the full thing up, and it'll only target the ones what it needs. 'Cause it's got a laser and a barcode on the back of it.
Right.
So what it does is it scans this.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
very clever.
that has to be obviously the same as this.
Yeah. It's like milking a cow, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's so clever. Isn't it?
The thing is as well with this, you can't go wrong mixing the paint anymore because a few years ago we used to do it manually.
Yes.
So we just use this like square box or like one of these. We used to have one of these.
Yes,
do it manually.
That's what I've seen on paint shops. Yeah.
It's not. You can't always get accurate like
No.
all the time. So the good thing about this is like when it does that, it means
Spits
that
it.
needs replacing,
Ah, okay.
and it will tell you. So it'll
Yeah.
get as much as it possibly can out
Yeah.
of this,
Yeah.
and it'll tell us that it needs replacing.
Right. Will it? So it'll stop and allow you to replace it.
It'll
Right. Okay.
go red. It'll go.
Yeah.
This bit here will go
Yeah.
back into the middle point,
Yeah.
and the full machine will go red,
Ah, all right.
and it'll tell you it needs replacing.
Brilliant.
Trying to get absolutely everything. Because before, with the machine over there, it goes to 1 decimal point. This
Right.
goes to 2 decimal points. So it goes to be even finer.
Yeah.
So then what it's done
Oh,
is...
you've gone red.
it tells
Yeah.
the machine
So,
that, that needs replacing.
yeah, not enough coolant for.
Not
yeah.
enough.
Wow.
And then what I do is I go into here.
Paint store.
So this is the paint what we
New
use for
stuff.
this.
Yeah.
And obviously it's telling us to replace E100 is blanco, so
Okay.
white. So replacing this is a little bit tricky. So you have to be a bit careful or paint will go absolutely everywhere. The first time I did it, it did. And that's why there's a stain on here.
Right.
Just turn it upside down. That's the thing you don't want to lose either. You turn this back upside down, lose the washer.
Wash it. Yay.
That goes back into there.
Yep.
And then you just say the turner's been replaced, and then it'll tell you back into all
Oh,
the
yeah.
modes. So we just like
Got
this,
green again.
put this across, pull the bar down,
Yep.
then we just. So then what it'll do is now it'll recognise that it's been replaced,
Yep.
and there's little sensors in it to recognise in here
Yep.
of how much paint's in it.
Right. Oh,
It's quite clever.
bloody clever.
Yeah.
Blows your mind. Wow.
It's only a good, I think about 3 or 4 months old.
Yeah, I've never seen one like this. I've been to quite a few body shops, and they're always the manual one, like you showed me earlier. So it was all that.
That's how it is. Yeah.
Brilliant. Just a video. So it's going to take all of these fat. Yeah.
It's got a list on here. You can put it in whatever order you want on there,
Oh yes.
but what it'll do is it'll scan it all the way
Yeah.
across.
Oh, yeah, you can see
and then
that,
it'll
the
go
green,
from
yes.
1 to 5, and it'll
Yeah.
just go back and forth. From
Yeah. Right. Right, so the day's come, I've been given the call back and I've come back here now to pick up my completed Audi TT. Take a look at this.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see.
Beautiful. Now all that's left for me to do now is to pay for this and get her back home. Right, so as promised for you guys, here is the cost breakdown. Now the car itself cost me £3,900 from Copart. Now on top of that you've got the Copart fees and we have the delivery, and that cost was £758.40. That's a massive cost on top which you have to take into account when you're buying these cars or bidding for them on Copart. Next I actually went with the TTRS bumper. I could have not done this, I could have got a standard bumper cheaper, but I wanted to do this to it, so that was £670.50. We had some brackets for the lights, there was £11.27, and then I got a good deal on getting the bonnet, the wing and the full radiator pack and most of the front end for £990 delivered, so that was a good price. We then topped the coolant up, obviously, after the radiator lost all its fluids, that was £30. The little washer cap, the little blue cap for the washer fill bottle was nearly £19 just for original one of them. Now we replaced the under tray because that was pretty well damaged and it's a pattern one, it wasn't an original Audi one, it was only £54, so that was a bargain. And then the headlight, that was quite a huge cost, so I bought a headlight at £220, but this was a damaged headlight with damaged brackets, so I needed to actually get some headlight repair brackets. They were £20, they're at the bottom of the list. And then move the ballast from my headlights into the replacement one because that didn't even come with those. So for £220 you're not getting a lot. And then we come to the body shop. They're obviously the biggest cost of all this. That was £2,000. Now it was a full side respray of the car, the lower part of the rear bumper, the bonnet, the wing and the front bumper. So it was almost a full respray of the car. Now all in all, adding all that together, we get a total cost of £8,673.16. Now, if you go look for these cars, you're looking between £7,500 to £9,000 for this level of car with this spec. Don't forget, this is the Black Edition TTS with 80,000 miles around that area. And yeah, really, I've built this for about the cost of a non-catted car. So when I come to sell this, what, I'm going to get about £6,000 for it or something. So has this been financially worth it? Well, no, not financially. But I've loved every minute of this build. So for me, it's been worth every penny. But if you're planning on keeping this car for a long time, at least you then know you've got a good car, built well, and it's going to last you a long time for that price. But buying from Copart, well, my advice, guys, is look elsewhere. Copart now are overinflating the prices. There's that many people bidding on these cars now that the prices just go way, way over what the value of that crash damaged car is really worth. Plus you've got to remember you've got the Copart costs on top of that, and they can add up to quite a bit, especially delivery charges if you're quite a way away. So my advice from my personal experience is think twice about buying cars from Copart. So that brings us to the end of the Audi rebuild, but not the end of doing work on this car. Still got a few other plans for this car, so stay tuned for that. Also, breaking news, I've got another amazing car on the way to start a fantastic project, which I think is going to be my best project yet. So don't forget to keep up to date with that, to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned, and also give me the thumbs up for this video if you enjoyed it, and drop any comments below about what you've seen here and what you think. Till the next time, stay safe.